Good morning. It's a little chilly this morning. I do believe two things. I think that it is getting cooler at night, which makes me very nervous about my Smoky Mountain trip coming up. I also believe that it's getting darker, lighter later, because it is 6:40 right now, and I mean it's just now getting light. And you can see back over here this way, it's starting to get this little sunrise going on over there. But I made a discovery this morning. So crazy. I like to do yoga, but I kind of have to do it when I'm on the trail because usually I'm all packed up and I'm doing it in the dirt. But like, why didn't I think of this sooner? Here's a tip. If you do yoga in the morning, or if you like to do stretches and just kind of get warmed up, let me show you. Use your footprint. Well, in my case, I can use mine. It's a Tyvek. I don't know how other footprints would do. That polycryro or polypro, whatever, that plastic, I would not do yoga on that. But this made for a nice little yoga mat this morning. Sun can come on up. I did make a decision. I'm going to get my water here. I think it'll be easier than at the shelter where it's a steep. This is just downhill versus a steep. And then one source says it's 1/10 of a mile. One source says it's 2/10 of a mile. So I'm hoping it's 1/10. So I'm going to eat breakfast and get water for tonight in case I don't make it to my next water spot. So I'll just take an extra 2 liters. I know, I do that a lot, but going without water is not an option for me. And it's going to be 13 miles just to get to where the water is, and then I have to find a place to camp. And there's no mention of campsites in that area, so I might have to hike another mile or two. You don't know. Okay, well, it's breakfast time. I'm going to go find my bear bag. It's hanging over here. This is the Ursack Major. And so apparently with my Tiger Balm smelling last night, we were all safe here. But I always put it a little away from camp. Probably not as far as I'm supposed to. But there it is, hanging on a tree. I use odor-proof bags as well. Although I don't fully trust the odor-proof bags, but anyway. So the whole idea behind this food bag is a bear cannot tear into it. They might crunch your food and mush it all up. Aspen eyes. But they can't tear into it. They make another one that is also resistant to smaller rodents and, raccoons and mice and things. This one is not, but I've not had a problem. All right, well, I'm going to go eat. These are the sack bags. They have a seam. You need to make sure you get that shut all the way. The new ones I just got this year are much better than the old ones. This is my breakfast bag. Has my items for breakfast. This is my snack bag. Got honey barbecue Fritos, cashew nuts, and butterscotch or gummies. Something to get me up a mountain if I need it. And then this I just took out. This is lunch. I make lunch at breakfast. That way I can just pull it out and go. Lunch is peanut butter on a tortilla with slivered almonds and cranberries. So that's that. It's also where I store my whole soap. It's a Talenti gelatin. So you get the treat. So it just sits in there. And this is my dinner bag and where I stash all my smellables. And my bamboo spoon. That vitamin water bottle is what I make my coffee and Carnation Instant Breakfast with. So, and breakfast is oatmeal, and you don't even have to. It's these, I get the protein packs. Everything else is nasty to me. Although I do like just regular quick oats. But these packs, you just tear open the top, pour your water in, and I add cranberries and slivered almonds, and that's breakfast. So, there you have it. Water system. It's warming up. Come on, son. Come on. Okay, so as I finally got dinner cold soaking, lunch made, ate breakfast, brushed my teeth, made my mid-morning snack, which is the instant breakfast and coffee, and now everything's packed up on my back, and now I've got to head down and get water. Then I can start hiking. So I did use some of my town water just because I had to. I didn't come down here last night, but not much of it. And this is definitely a better water source. So filling up, taking 2 extra liters with me for tonight in case I don't camp where there's water. And it only took me 5 minutes to get down here. So not bad. It is downhill, but it's not horrible. Then I get to filter it. It's a very slow process. So a lot of places, if you hear me talk about scooping, there won't be a pipe there like that, and you can't get your bottle down in that little puddle, so you have to scoop it. That's what I mean by scooping. It's a scoop site. This one's not, though. I like it when they have a little help for you. So you can see here how slow it is. This is a Sawyer squeeze. So you don't want to get the Sawyer Squeeze Mini. I know a lot of people have done that and they've gone for the full size. And I'll start folding this bag down. I'll make it go a little quicker. So I start here and just rolling it down ever so gently. You know, a lot of people have complained about these bags busting, but I've never had a problem. But I don't attack it with brute force either. Gentle, gentle, gentle. So it's about half full right now. See what I mean about being patient? Just sit here and enjoy the day, because you ain't going nowhere soon. But I do like this better than any other filter system that I've had. I've had the Katahdin pump, which is heavy, and I liked it till this came along. I had a SteriPen and it failed me. In freezing cold temps, it wouldn't work. I never got to use it. So I've been rolling along, mostly up. Trails like that, not bad. You'll roll along for a little bit and then you'll have a little grind. But look where I'm at. Tennessee, Virginia state line. I am done with Virginia. Look, Damascus is only 3.5 miles. This seems hardly nothing. That means I've come about 1.5 miles. I think I've been out about an hour. So, loaded down with water. Ain't no fun. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's a little campsite up here. Pretty. Just in a little, maybe a little campsite. Okay, well, doing good. My first official break isn't for another hour. But, I mean, when you cross the Virginia-Tennessee line, you got to stop, right? And it's my birthday. And I don't have a cupcake or nothing. But I have Oreo cookies. So, alright, we're going to move on. I am just rolling along here still. But you can catch these lovely views of the valley now and then. I've seen 2 hikers today. They were out for a little section. Northbound, of course. And they were heading back to Damascus. Okay, you have to stop moving and take pictures of stuff like this. Look at that. Have you ever seen anything like that? What is that? They're covered in slime. Weird, huh? So this is just an example of what the trail looks like. Some of it is you can see out on both sides, but it's nice. You can see the mountains through the trees. And back there you can see the valley off to the right. I didn't pull my camera out for that, but just a nice trail. See? Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Beautiful. I have seen now 3 hikers. I just saw a guy who's out for 2 months going north. Nice to see people stop and chat along the way. So I'm trying something different because I'm not going to be out as long, so I don't have to be as careful with my phone battery. I'm out just for a few days. I've set my timer to go off every 2 hours. So I make myself take a break every 2 hours because it's real easy for me to just tend to, I'll set a landmark and just keep going. And I'm trying to take it easy on my feet. If you want to hear about my feet today, here, I'll tell you about my feet today. So first off, the left foot was hurting. Like nerve pain, sharp pain. Okay. And then my right foot started hurting a little bit. Okay. But my left foot had stopped. What do they call that when you get older? The traveling, well, anyway, I don't know. And then, I don't know, I think at some point the left foot started hurting again. And now the right foot is hurting. No stress. You know, what's up with the feet and being 60? But my knees used to be my biggest problem. I mean, big, huge. Well, 2018 and this year, it's like feet. As long as the pain goes away, I'm good. I still have not taken any painkillers. Don't plan on it. It's just normal, you know, aches and pains that go with every day. This trail is not bad at all. Thank you, Tennessee. I'm getting hungry again. I think I have about 30 more minutes before my next official break. And then, I don't think it's too long before lunch. But what I'm going to have today, if it's ready, I cold soaked a Mountain House chicken fried rice. And well, it tasted pretty good this morning. I think it'll be ready, so I'm thinking that's going to be lunch. And I'll save my peanut butter and Fritos for dinner. That'll work. When you're hiking along and your timer just went off and it's been an hour and you should be at your shelter and then you see the shelter. Perfect. This is Abington Shelter. complete with a shovel. Abington Shelter. It's like an older one. Clean. Oh, it's block. You don't see a lot of those. Abington Gap. Hiker graffiti board. There you go, hikers. Use a graffiti board. Don't use the walls. Very smart. Sign the board, not the wall. Okay. Lunchtime. There we go. Half of a mountain house. Chicken fried rice. Cold soak since it's morning. It's only about 1 o'clock right now. It's delicious. And that's half of one right there. That'll do me though. Delicious. I have 2 stories for you. One, how weird is it when you're going along and if you look off, this isn't even a good example because where I was hiking, you could look off and see nothing to the right and nothing to the left. And then I hear a vehicle coming up, like right on the right-hand side. I'm like, what the heck? Is it an airplane? It sounded like a old truck going on a gravel road. And sure enough, I got to a point where I could look straight ahead through the trees, and there's a gravel road up that high. And I would say I'm somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 feet right now, closer to 4. Not sure, but it's an old pickup truck just tooling along back there. Had quite the climb coming up here, across the gravel road. Then I'm tooling along up here, and I come to the no longer recommended for use. I think it's called McQueen's Knob Shelter. It's an old shelter that they say only use in emergencies. That thing is kind of leaning. I don't think I would climb in there. But, wow. Now, I don't know how old it is, but look at how it's built. It's pretty crazy. Huh. Look at that. Back in the day. It's very rustic. Interesting. A little platform. Some of those things look a little unstable. All right. Well, there you go. This is how they used to look. Check out the back of it. Well, I'll be darned. That's pretty awesome. Okay, well, I just had a mini heart attack. Back there, I don't know if I shared, there was some fresh, very fresh bear dung. I did hear something off to the right, but I didn't see anything, but then I saw the bear poop. Well, just now, I'm coming along, and I hear this noise. It's like, oh, let me see if I can duplicate it. Like that, but something like that. And all this commotion, and way up a tree is a bear. And he is coming down fast. I mean, holy cow, I did not know they could climb down a tree that fast. And he was making that noise, or she, all the way down. It did not look like a full-grown bear, like a juvenile bear. So then I'm thinking, okay, well, is Mom around? What's going on? So I just started backing up, and of course the foliage here, you see it, it's like this. He was on the right hand side of me, and so I grabbed out my pepper spray. I'm not sure what that'll do for a bear, but it's something. Had my poles out and started talking as if I was talking in an auditorium full of people, and banging my sticks together and saying, "Go away, bear," and "Human coming through." So, whoo! That must have been like, "Oh crap, human!" And he was getting the heck away from me as fast as he could. That's what I'm thinking that was. But man, he was coming down fast. Fast. He was way up there. I mean, like, okay, let me give you an example. Okay, you see that tree closest? Not very much further than that, way up like that. Way up. Hold on. It's way up like that. And just a bit further, maybe about 10 feet further away. That's pretty close right there. A little too close for my comfort. Well, okay. Well, I didn't want to camp way back there. Well, first of all, it was too early, but second of all, I didn't want to camp where I've seen bear poop. And now, I'm thinking of, there was a couple campsites I was looking at back there, but still, it's only 4. So, I'm not camping around this area. But here's the thing. All right, it's 4 o'clock. 5 hours before dark. Now, it'll take me an hour or 2 to set up camp, eat dinner, put my food away, do all that good stuff. So, figure the latest I have to get into camp probably is 7. There's really no place to camp. The shelter, I think if I were to push on to the shelter, that's, first of all, out of my knowledge comfort zone. Don't want to risk an injury. But second of all, I get there at 8 o'clock. I don't know. I'm optimistic that there's going to be a place somewhere between here and just after Low Gap coming up. But yeah, I'll just share that with you. It's pretty bizarre. I'm just glad there wasn't a mama around. Okie dokie. Now, I will say at 5 o'clock, I usually start seriously looking. And now I have a Kindle book downloaded, so I have something to do at camp. It doesn't really use that much battery. I practiced and it doesn't, so that's my plan, man. Okay, the road is right down there. I came up, there was one site back that way a little bit, and then I found this one. So it's not a weekend. Not too terribly worried. I'm all set up. About to do my dinner.